what the US said happened. The Pentagon said the two Russian Su-27 aircraft intercepted the drone and proceeded to dump fuel on the 9 Reaper model as it conducted route and surveillance over the Black Sea and international airspace. As officials said, the Russian jets flew around and in front of the drone several times for 30 to 40 minutes, and then one of the Su-27 fighters struck the propeller of the drone, causing US forces to have to bring them 9 down in international waters. A Pentagon spokesman said the collision likely damaged the Russian fighter jet, though the Su-27 did land. It is not clear if the collision was an accident or intentional on the part of the Russian pilots, but both sides align in reporting that Russian aircraft had intercepted the drone. As officials said, the drone was operating in international airspace, reportedly west of Crimea over the Black Sea. The Russian Defense Ministry said the drone was flying near Russia's border and intruded into an area that was declared off limits by Russian authorities. Fighter jets were scrambled to intercept the drone, which the Russian ambassador to the US claimed had its transponders turned off, a piece of equipment that allows an aircraft to be identified in the air. The Defense Ministry said the two fighter jets did not use their onboard weapons against the US drone and did not come into physical contact with the aircraft. The drone crashed for its own reasons, the ministry said. As a result of quick maneuvering, 9 went into unguided flight with loss of altitude, collided with the water surface, the Russian embassy in Washington said in a tweet citing the ministry. 9 drone flew with its transponders off, violating the boundaries of the temporary airspace regime established for the special military operation, communicated to all users of international airspace, and published in accordance with international standards, the embassy said. Russia has declared broad areas near Crimea off-limits to flights. The US does not recognize Russia's annexation of Crimea following the invasion of the territory in 2014. Russia's ambassador to the US, Anatoly Antonov, said the US drone had gathered intelligence that was then used by Ukrainian forces to attack Russia. We are well aware of the missions such reconnaissance and strike drones are used for, the ambassador said on his Telegram channel on Wednesday. US drone flights in the region gather intelligence which is later used by the Kyiv regime to attack our armed forces and territory, he said. The US State Department summoned Ambassador Antonov to a meeting with Karen Donfried, the Assistant Secretary of State for Europe. A State Department spokesman Ned Price said, "We are engaging directly with the Russians, again at senior levels, to convey our strong objections to this unsafe, unprofessional intercept, which caused the downing of the unmanned US aircraft." As Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin has not spoken with his Russian counterpart regarding the incident, Ryder said. Al Jazeera's Mike Hanna, reporting from Washington, said the drone incident was potentially very serious as it took place amid escalating tensions between Russia and the US over the invasion of Ukraine. Any incident like this, with the situation as tenuous as it is a problem for both sides, he said. But what we are seeing here is an attempt perhaps by both sides not to allow the situation to escalate further, he added.